Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right. Now, so anybody can give anything that we discussed last time, or anything that you remember about the thing that we discussed last time? Yes, Galena. Identifying errors. So last time we were able to identify errors in different sentences. What else? Anything? Other thing that we discussed last time, aside from identifying errors in a statement or in a sentence. Anyone? Yes, Levine.
Figure of speech.
Alright, the figure of speech. Can you give me an example of figure of speech that we had last time? Just one.
Sir.
Yes. Simile. How about giving an example of simile?
Her hand is as soft as
Her hand is as soft as the cutter. How can we identify whether an example in a statement is an example of simile? Yes, by
the word as.
by the word as. So that means when we see the word in a statement or as, or comparing two things using as, so that means there's an example of simile. Last one, aside from simile. Yes, Marian.
Is.
Figure of speech. Another one, aside from simile. The metaphor. So what do you mean by metaphor? Can you give an example of what do you think is the difference between simile and metaphor? Or anybody give an example of metaphor? Philip. Yes, metaphor. Anybody? The difference between metaphor and simile. Because they are both an example of figure of speech that compares two things, but there's one thing that they are different. Yes. Anybody? Yes. Alright, so the metaphor, it's a comparison of two things without using like or as. Okay, so much for that. Now, today we're going to talk about communicating using the body language. Now, do you think it is important for us to use the body language or body movements when we communicate to other people? Do you think it's important to use the body language?
Yes.
Or body movements? By the way, what are an example of body language or body movements that we commonly use when we communicate? General, sir.
Facial expression.
Our facial expressions. What specific facial expression do we use when we communicate to other people? What particular facial expressions do we use? For example, when you smile, right? What else? Aside from facial expressions, other body movements that we use when we communicate to other people. Any other movements, Verleno? What? Yes.
Mannerisms are our way.
The use of your hand, right? So sometimes we wave a hand. Now, the question is it possible to transmit message to other people without using words, only with your body movements? Yes, exactly, right? Because when we smile, what message we particularly convey to other people? Agreement. That means when you agree to something, you smile. What else? You're letting someone know that you are happy. Exactly, you're okay, right? When you smile. Although there are some people they try to hide something, right? They can smile, but the real feeling is what? You're actually sad, right? Or the real, yes, deep inside the heart is crying, right? But anyway, so those are an example of body movements or body gestures that we use when we communicate to other people. Now, what are the common gestures that you observe with your teachers sometimes? Because you have 8 teachers in a day. What are the common gestures that you observe or body language that you use with your teachers?
When they wave their hand like this.
The use of the hands, right? So it helps to make the message understand easily by the students, right? So the use of the hands. But sometimes, take note, remember,